So, hello, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Look, this is a live session, but this is going to be a kind of different this time, right? I'm actually going to have some 48 trading members to come and join me, and we're going to be actually doing a live coaching call, right? So you get to hear me in live action, but also the members, they get to ask questions, right? And see, the important thing is about them asking questions is these might be the same questions that you have. But don't worry, I still will be in the comment section. I also will be paying attention to your questions as well. So let's get into it, y'all. But first, I got to first acknowledge this. For those that are living in California or have family in California, I just want you to know I am praying for you. My family, we are praying for you. I know this is probably a trying time right now, but just trust in God. God is faithful through all circumstances. So, yeah, but let's get into this. But again, I just want to just tell you guys that we love you. And again, we are praying for you. Wait, y'all, give me 1 second here. Before we get into everything, give me 1 second. I got to send out a few things real quick, and we will get straight into today. Actually got like something that I want to share with the 48 trading family. Once they get in here, wait 1 second here. And if you ever want to be a part of this, like these live coaching sessions, I do them every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. But it is for 48 trading members, Gold Zone tier members, where this is. So if you know that you want to be a part of this, well, you can go over there. Um, the link, I don't even think I put the link in the description yet, but I'm about to put the link in the description. It's going to have everything as far as what you can sign up for to be a part of something like this. So yeah, you don't want to miss out on these kind of opportunities. It's so crazy how when I look at this on my computer, how grainy I look. I'm going to also put everything in the description for you guys. Hello. Hey, Miss Angela. How are you?
Hi, finding you.
I'm doing well.
Awesome.
Hi, Hope. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Hello. Hey, Miss Angela. Let me turn this thing down. Y'all give me 1 second. I gotta get YouTube off my computer so I won't be hearing our own conversation. I am just trying to um I am trying to put the description under this video really fast. Oh, here it go, here it go, here it go. So how was you guys' day today?
Busy.
Busy, busy. Save back to the Zoom. All right. So, Miss Angela. Oh, so I know we've been kind of like talking about indices and stuff like that. But today, Actually, tonight I'm really considering, um, in our like our morning chats, our morning signals. I'm really considering um, going into futures. So keeping US 30, but then having two futures. So right now, what we've been trading is all indices. So US 30, Nasdaq, SPX 500, but maybe not this upcoming week, but the following week, I think I am going to just have US 30 as the indices and then getting two major futures. And we just do what we do on those. So Hope, I know you trade futures. I know you and Mr. John for sure trade futures.
Yeah, I
But
would prefer futures.
yeah. So I've been hearing so much about futures. So I really, I'm thinking about going that route and just adding that to what we're doing. Um, because it's been so several people that keep talking about, talking to me about futures. So I think we're going to do that route.
Yeah, the liquid brokers is not really compatible with the cell phone.
Yeah.
I mean, I could use it, but I'm not familiar with it.
Right.
So I went on there this morning and before they closed the market, and it was 0.01, but
Mm,
it's only like pennies I'm getting for the transaction. So I don't know what number am I supposed to use, like
got you.
0.05.
So that's you know what? That's the first thing we're gonna go over right now, Hope. So
Okay.
that is what your lot size is. So I know on futures, I don't know if it is the same thing. I don't think it is the same, right?
No, no.
Right. So I'm gonna show you what you can actually use uh, to, you know, to understand that. It's actually, do you use TradingView?
I do look at TradingView
Mhm.
for futures, but I don't trade on TradingView.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, I'm the same.
Is okay, okay.
I'm the same way. So we're gonna look at a indicator that actually helps us to see what lot size that we should use um, based upon how much we risk. So give me 1 second here. I'm about to share my screen here. Let's see, let's see, let's see. All right. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Great. So you can, hold on, let me slide this maybe down here. So let's say that we're looking at, let's just say Nasdaq, just because that's the main thing that we trade. So let's just say Nasdaq. So what you can do is up here at indicators. Can y'all see like this little yellow circle? I know that it'd be like deleting sometimes. It doesn't delete, but you can't see it on certain softwares. But can y'all see when I circle this up here?
No, I don't see anything yellow, but when you
No?
when you
Okay.
scroll over it, I can see where it's like
Yeah.
highlighted a little.
Yeah. Okay. So up there at the top, indicators. This right here, it says position size. Um, I can't because I scrolled up. Position lot size calculator. And it is by Vue or View Trading. It's VUE. Um, well, it's Vatra Trading actually. You click on that, and let's say that, I don't know, let's just say right here, this is our open price. So let's say that you were buying at this current price. You were looking to get in at this specific price, but it really doesn't matter. Once you set it one time, you don't change it. So boom, and that is a stop loss, and then this would be a target one. So we'll go down to US 100 because we'll be focusing on NASDAQ. And now I'm just going to go based upon my stop loss, which is 30. So let's just say 70. All that is just the entry price. So that's really, I mean, we're just going to subtract 30 from 70. So that would be 10. Oh, yeah, I don't laugh my math. I think that's right. So boom. And then the target price really don't matter. Now you're going to, down here at this bottom left, you see it says NAS 100, and there's a whole bunch of like numbers at the bottom down there. It says balance, risk percent, money at risk. You would double click on that. Now your account balance. Let's just say your account balance is $1,000, and you want to risk out of that $1,000. Let's say you want to risk 10%, and your contract size. So I believe on liquid trades that it is either 10 or 100. I can check right after here because I know how much I'm like risking. But let's just go for 100 right now. So boom. Okay, so let's say that you was risking $100. This is not right, so let's change it. I think it is 10. So let's go to 10. Yes, that looks a lot better. So down here, right, it says balance $1,000, you're risking 10%, money at risk. So that's how much you will be risking with your 10% out of $1,000. And that's $100, of course. Now, you know that number you were saying that it's like it was only pennies moving. That is the number that you would change, Hope. And you would change that. So let's just say prime example that you had $1,000 and you was risking $100. Your new number is you would type in 0.33, and it's not going to let you keep typing in 0.3333. So you could just do 0.33 or you can do 0.34. And every time you want to risk $100, that is going to be your number. You never have to change it. So once you find how much you want to risk per trade, that is controlled based upon lot sizes. That makes sense.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, so you can up it. If you up it too much, that's when as you up it, of course, that's how much you'll be risking. It is just, that's when we talk about, oh, someone over leveraged on a particular trade. They just move those lot sizes a lot higher than what they should have been. So I know in the futures where I'm pretty sure there's a way that you can over leverage as well. But I am actually about to take a deep dive in learning just those concepts. You guys have been teaching me so much just about futures alone, but I'm going to go into a personal deep dive so that I can understand. I think what y'all call them contracts.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you would have a take profit or a stop loss.
hmm And so okay, so if you're saying contracts, is it like I go and I say, hey, I want to buy 5 contracts of this particular, future.
You would say like, yeah, I'm going to get one contract for the NQ,
hmm
and then each time it moves one tick, it's $5. So if you got two contracts, each time it
ten
moved, you would
dollars.
have $10.
So is it based upon like $5, $10, like just
They
$5?
each indice has a different amount. So
Got you.
like ES is 12.50,
hmm
$12.50. The
hmm
YM is $5. I think gold is $10.
Got you. So yeah, I think we're going to actually start to migrate there to futures just because there's just been so many future traders, and so I think that is great. So I feel like I've been the one that's kind of been missing out at this point. So we
Mhm.
are going to keep the US 30, but instead of us trading SPX 500 and then Nasdaq, we just will like just migrate over to, what is it, S&P 500 and also Nasdaq.
Yes.
Now, let me ask you this, Hope.
hmm
Um, E-mini, is that correct, or is it something else I should be looking at?
The E-mini is the more expensive one.
Got you. Okay,
Yeah, the E-mini for NASDAQ is $5.
got you.
If you went with the micros,
Uh-huh.
it's like 50 cents
Got you. So
per.
you have to have a high number, like you have like 30 contracts or something like that, or 10 contracts.
I mean, you could still start out with two because it was, beginning, and then you could always add
Got
into
you.
it. But you could start off with two
Okay,
and then
okay. So
add.
so every dollar it moves, is that like considered a contract?
every, like, we call it tick. Every
Yes.
tick
Okay.
it moves, and then 4 ticks would be one contract.
Got you. Okay. Okay.
So 4 ticks, one contract would be $20.
Got you. Wow. Look, Hope, again, like I told y'all in the morning, like I think, yeah, shoot, y'all might as well be the teachers. Like, you guys are teaching me more things than anything. So okay. So yeah, we're gonna do that, Hope. We're going to um lock in on futures, and we're just gonna keep one indices US 30 because that's my favorite one. So I got to keep that. So but for the other two, let's do it.
US 30 is the YM.
Yeah, so US
Mm.
30 is, well, shoot, you say it's called Y. I'm saying it like I know. You say it's called YM?
I think that's what we said the other day. Yes.
I am. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna add
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
So starting out then with the futures, and you would trade YM since you know how it moves.
Yeah, see, that's what I see, that's my whole thing though. Whole I don't know. I would right now, how about this? Just because I love indices as far as US 30, I guess because I just been doing it for so long now. I'm just gonna do the NQ and
Hmm.
ES for now. But I mean, I still may do an analysis on it. So like in the morning, I still like if it's really similar to indices, which I mean they look similar right now. If it's gonna be really similar, then I'll still do an analysis on it just in case you guys might want to trade it. But for me personally, I am going to be locking in on probably US 30, the indices, just because I got so much stuff invested in that space alone, right?
Hmm.
So yeah. Now, Miss Angela. So
Yes.
I I told you that me and you are going to have a one-on-one session
Okay.
just to get you started. But today, I just thought about this, Miss Angela. I am going to give you uh some groundwork that you can uh how does for you to start your trading business off, right? So give me 1 second here. I'm gonna try to pull this up so you can see. Can y'all see my screen? No, you cannot. Hold on.
Yeah, I see something.
Yeah. Look at the
Y'all
graphs.
see this workbook?
No.
Oh, y'all see
Oh
the
no,
graph.
it's a
Okay, yeah, y'all
chart.
see the
Right.
A
graphs. Okay, yeah,
chart.
yeah,
Hmm.
okay, the chart. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. I'm about to pull up this workbook real quick and then I'll give me 1 second here. Hold on, guys. Boom. Y'all can see that, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, Miss Angela, this is for you. So, if you have not um downloaded this yet, then I highly recommend you download it. It is free. It's on the website. Um, But this is a huge starter for you just saying, hey, I want to start trading. Where do I begin? Now, a lot of us as traders, what we do is we just start, right? Like we just jump in it. But I believe that it is so important for us to have a strong foundation in trading. Um, and a lot of times we have a lot of mishaps because we don't have a solid foundation. It's just kind of like building a house. Imagine you building your house and somebody just say, "Hey, I might just throw a house together and I expect it to be stable," right? It's just not realistic. So it comes with structure, it comes with planning, it comes with intention. So this workbook will help you to structure your trading business before you even touch or even learn how to actually read the charts. The charts are just a piece of it. Once you understand the charts, that's you realize that that's just a part of it. And just like a skill, just like you riding the bicycle, once you got it, you got it. And you start realizing that it's more to it, right? It's you having a strong foundation. It's
Hmm.
you having like strong emotions, great emotions, you being disciplined.
Hmm.
And so you start to understand that, man, okay, I got the strategy. I understand the charts, but a lot of times I think that there are so many great traders out there, but yet they still don't see the fruit of how good they really are is because it's like key ingredients that's missing. Whether it is discipline, whether it is like I said before, a solid foundation, um, whether it is something as simple as they continuously overtrade. It could be anything that absolutely destroys you and your success in trading. So for you, you are just starting. So I am so excited for you because I actually get to see you from the beginning build up, right? So this workbook, I am just did way too much just now. Hold on real quick. Okay.
Okay.
So over here to the left, it says establishing intention. So it's basically our roadmap. It's like the structure. Establishing intention, alignment, structure, trading system, belief, and cannot see the rest. Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. Your belief system, that's five.
Got
So
it.
over here, the whole thing, this whole workbook is based upon biblical principles. So in Genesis, how God created the earth, right? In the beginning,
Hmm.
God created the heavens and the earth, right?
Right.
So this whole step one through step five is based upon biblical principles. And we're going to literally use the same system that God used. And we're going to build our business the same way. Okay. Now
Hmm.
I'm not going to go all into it and read everything to you, but this book is a great starter for you before you even learn the charts. All right. Again, when you learn the charts, Miss Angela, you're gonna be like, man, the charts is a cakewalk. I got the charts. Even I
Hmm.
don't, and listen, I don't care if it takes you a year, 2 years, 3 years to learn the charts. And it may not take you that long, Miss Angela. But I'm just saying, once you got it, you got it.
Got it.
All
Got
right.
it. Hmm.
Also, for you, Hope, if you have not like created a foundation in trading, then I recommend you guys like literally creating a foundation. It is the new year. This is the perfect opportunity, perfect time just to say, okay, like I'm serious. This ain't gonna just be for fun or no. Like this is what we're doing. So it will help you guys. Even when I look at it, for me, it helps me. It reminds me of why I'm even trading. All right.
Got it.
Okay.
Love it. Got it.
So hold on, guys. We're about to go back to the charts. Now it's another thing that your boy have been doing that on stocks. So we're about to go over and have you guys ever been interested in like trading stocks or anything like that or swing trading?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I've tried options, but I'm lacking something there also.
Yeah. You know what? I am too, though. I think I in options, I am not a good like day trader in options, and I found that to be like Kirby, that's not your thing. Like I think it. I'll put it this way: if I was very intentional in saying, you know what, I want to learn how to do options, like for day trading, then I can learn it. We can all learn it, right? But for me, I like to day trade what I day trade. I have momentum on what I do, but I can options trade swing trading or just buying stocks traditionally and still using literally the same strategy. And we're about to go over that. If I can figure out how to switch my screen over again, y'all. That's what I'm literally sitting here the whole time been doing. Hold on. All right, y'all can see my screen, right?
I can see it.
Okay, perfect. So I'm about to go to now I have a list over here of stocks. Now, mind you, this is a random list. This is not like, oh, this is Kirby's favorite list. No, this is literally a random list of things I looked at in the past. And just recently, I was like, you know what? I'm about to really do some markup zones because I am about to start looking for some great entries in the stock market. So this particular one, I didn't see anything that I would do. And the reason for that is because of these gaps, right? And so that is one thing I do like about indices and futures is there isn't so much of these gaps, right? Um, Especially if I'm day trading. But for some people, they actually take advantage of the gaps. I just like don't do that or don't even know how to look at the gaps or understand the gaps. So that is something that I would be looking to in the future. But what I do understand is how we trade in the system that we trade and how it has been awesome, right? And same thing. So this is PepsiCo. I did this analysis the other day. Literally, all we're in is the same thing that we're typically in. We're in a downtrend, we're in a downward channel. Price is respecting this key level here. Price respecting these key levels here. Same thing here. Price respecting this key level here. Respect. So this is a major goes on to the downside, right? So if we was to predict if price is respecting here, price is respecting here, price is respecting here, but guess what? We're not going to change. We're not going to change anything else. We're going to look for our go zone to be right down here. So as soon as price came down here, our next entry would be down here. Now, I didn't get into this trade because I'm literally just looking at this analysis the other day and price is already still here. But if this was a trade that I would look into, this would have been a great trade. This would be in a position right now where we can simply start protecting this trade, sliding our stop loss up, and maybe hold until it reaches back to this key level here, which whatever it hits this line at for a gold zone, then that might be a great exit. Or because we're in this major downtrend right now, we're in a major downtrend, we could simply take some positions and then maybe look for a breakout. It might break out of here, maybe give us a retest and then a push back up. We don't know. But what we do know is this has been a great entry by simply just trading at the gold zones, the trampoline positions. Simply trading these positions here, right? Now, next thing. So I also seen this recently is price. Same thing, no different. Price respecting these key levels here, and guess what? This last candle right here, price came down, touched this level, and gave us a push up. This is a great entry for us to take long positions, even on options, or maybe again, or if you're just buying it traditional way, you just want to say, hey, I want to buy this, Shopify. This is a great entry. At this point, we can start sliding our stop loss up and protecting this trade. Now, another thing that I am seeing with this trade is this. I know you guys have probably heard me say it several times, but the Pac-Man's mouth. So this right here, anytime you see this light here, right? Anytime that we are in an uptrend, right? Price is here, and we create this uptrend right here, right? Whatever the foundation is, so this is the foundation of this. If you don't have none of this uptrend if you don't have this final, like this is the safety net, right? Now, this is where you create a horizontal line or horizontal rectangle, whatever you're comfortable with. But once you create that, it creates this Pac-Man's mouth. And again, that's not a real terminology. That is just something I made up one random day. This is because it just looked like it. But this is the Pac-Man's mouth, right? So there's two things that happen oftentimes in the Pac-Man's mouth. Well, let's just say three, right? Price will either push down, and let's say that it comes down here, it might come back up, give us a retest before it push back down. So if it gives us a retest, so just was it yesterday? Yesterday on Nasdaq trade, this is what happened. We had a major day. Nasdaq was like a 4-to-1 yesterday, simply because we had a breakout, came down within the Pac-Man's mouth, gave us a retest. We caught the entry to the downside, so it looks something like this. And again, I keep forgetting y'all probably cannot see like my yellow marker. So like when I'm circling and creating things, you can't see it. I don't I have to figure out why you guys can't see that. So I know you just see me like just moving this thing around, but I'm really like drawing, y'all. So I'm sorry that I don't know.
I can
But
see the three circles.
wait, Hope, can you see this line right here that I'm creating?
Mm,
No, it's like a yellow. It's gonna be like a yellow zigzag line. If you can't, then it's just the software. I don't know if I will have to go into settings and make sure it's compatible. Let me see. Let's see real quick. Let me make sure that. Wait, wait. Oh, can you see this right here though? You can see that though. I know you can see that, can't you?
yes, I can see that.
Yeah. Okay, y'all can see that. Okay. Okay, let's. So this is because we're on Zoom, so you have to. Oh man, I'm so glad you can see it. All right, so this is the Pac-Man mouth that I was telling y'all about. Y'all see this right here? So that is where a lot of things can happen within this. So our first entry would be here though, at top, and we were looking for a long position. But if price breaks out, now I gotta get to a point where I can delete this stuff too. Hold on, let's see. Clear all journal. Oh yes. All right. Hold on. Okay, 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 okay. All right. Oh, this is great. Hold on, y'all. All right. So let's say that price was to come down here and break out of this go zone here and push to the downside. Well, what we could possibly see, anytime you see a position like this, if price starts to reverse, the next entry will be somewhere on this go zone line. It could be here, it could be over here, it could be up here. But if it comes up and touches this go zone line, the next thing to do is simply, oh, hold on now. Next thing to do is short this. So let's say that again, we see price begin to come up here. We're going to short this to the downside. Your first exit is going to be here. Your first exit is going to be here at the bottom of the safety net. Now, why would your first exit be there? Simply because that is the final defense. That's the final defense line, right? So again, anytime you guys see an uptrend or even a downtrend, go to the foundation, go to what started it. That is going to be your first exit, all right? Now, there's just something else that can happen too. Price could come up here, retest, come to the first exit, might give us a little bounce, and then continue to push to the downside. Now you just had a major, huge day, right? Now that's one option. That is something that I'm looking for a lot whenever we get into this position here. Now, next thing, if we see price begin to break out of here and then break out of this one as well, guys, I am not looking to trade that because what price is starting to do is it is starting to reverse to the opposite direction. So as you can see, we are in an uptrend right here. We're in an uptrend. We're in this uptrend right here. Now, if price begins to break out of this last final defense line, that is a key indicator that price might be starting to reverse and flip to the downside. So instead of us having this uptrend, we might start having a downwards channel, or price is just starting to create a whole new structure. All right. So also, one more thing, if we see price break out of this level here, this is a key indicator because this might be a great position to go long. So these two here are your two main go zones at this point. For price to come here, give us a bounce for a push back up. If price does not come all the way down here, you start to see a reversal to the upside, then guess what? This might be a great entry to short the market. And all this failed is price wants to push up and it does not respect the reversal or it does not really stay strong at this go zone. That's okay. At that point, that's when we rely on rules. That's what keeps us from over trading and stuff like that is we have our rules. We say, okay, we took our trade today, we took 1 to 2 trades, it didn't go our way. That's fine. We bounce back tomorrow. But a lot of times price does respect these, even if it's not a major like, oh, it hit and then it's going to just fly down. No, it could come down here, right, and give you a few ticks or a few points to the downside, whatever you're trading, and you could take advantage of that. That's when you start defending your trade so you do not lose a whole 1 to 1 or you don't lose the whole thing that you're risking on that particular day. Is that making sense, y'all? Miss Angela, I know that, we are still building in that space, but does that make sense as far as just um, whenever we're seeing something like the Pac-Man's mouth, the
Yeah.
two main entry levels?
Yes. It makes
Okay,
sense.
perfect, 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 perfect. Now, again, that is what I was seeing on Shopify. I see this too. Like I see this right here, but again, it was just we're a little too late. So a lot of these, it was like we had some really, really good setups, but a lot of them was just simply too late. Too late. This one, we had the first bounce. Let's rewind this for a second. Now, price does not respect this level here. Okay, so price does not respect this level. So what we see happen is, hold on, let me slide this out the way. So what we see happen is, okay, so price does give us a little respect there, does not break through, boom. I said boom, but boom, the price does break out. Remember, our next entry would be to short this market here, simply because it broke out. We're going to look for it to come right back to our gold zone. Boom, and that's what it does, right? It comes straight back to our gold zone and it pushes down. Now, on this push down right here, this is money to be made. If you got in at this level here, if you got in right here, oh, you know what? Let me slide this out the way. Yeah, trying to move this thing so it won't keep being in the way. All right. So if you got in at this key level here, literally, y'all, what we just talked about, the gold zone does not move. The trampoline areas don't move. It's just some days they may be really respected very hard, and then some days it might be like a day like this where it's just a bounce. Well, these bounces are money. So even if you say, "Hey, I'm just going to look for a quick profit today. I'm not looking for nothing major. I just want to like just close with a quick profit." But guess what? On this one candle, this push here, you could have closed for a profit, or better yet, you could just slide your stop loss down, start protecting this trade. So even if it goes against you, you only lost a little bit of money versus you losing, of course, as I said earlier, your whole one-to-one of risking what you lost or risking losing what you risked. All right, what you will be risking. So again, if you're risking $100, you don't have to lose $100 on this trade. You can lose like $40 on this trade or $30 on this trade by simply just protecting it, y'all. Now, as you can see, this next candle though, we are starting to get a breakout. So this would probably be a loss depending on how you looked at it. But we only lost a little bit. But price did respect the trampoline area, but it's going to break back up to the upside. All right. I'm just going over some stocks really just to look at the strategy and literally applying the same thing that we've been doing, but just in the stock market world. So as we see here, price, respect this key level here, respect, respect. And guess what? Price came down here. Let me delete this. Price came down. Price came down and then broke out, gave us a retest, what we're looking for. Once it broke out, this was your new entry for a short position, and we'll be in the green right now. So if you'd have got in at 158, your low would have been like 147. And I believe in options, that is like really good, I think. But yeah, actually, it is really good in options. So I simply just trading at these trampoline areas, y'all. Now, this is a one that I am looking at right now that is like, this is beautiful, y'all. This is the Pac-Man's mouth. So hold on real quick. This is the Pac-Man's mouth right here. Now, price broke out. It came straight down here. Well, guess what we're gonna do? We would look for a long position right here. This is a long position. This is a long position that I would take. Now, even if it's not a big move, it doesn't have to be a big move. It could I want to have a very tight stop loss on this one, simply because if price breaks out of here, or it's the momentum is already pushing to the downside, right? So if I already know momentum is already pushing to the downside, that means that there's a high possibility that price might wants to break out. But on the flip side, if we're trading at this key level, we could simply get a bounce here. Again, maybe it's not a major bounce, but it's a bounce that's good enough to make us some good money that we can close. Or oftentimes, what I have seen is is a lot of times like some of my biggest days trading is simply whenever I catch these bottoms down here and price says, "Hey, I'm tired of being in the downtrend. I'm tired of being in this overall downtrend. I want to break up to the upside." This is your final defense line here, right? This is your final gold zone line here. Now, when like this, sometimes I'm telling you guys, this sometimes can be like the days where you see like you 20x what you risk, you 30x what you risk by simply catching the bottom right here, right? So if this is a true double bottom, then if price breaks this high, but then guess what? Market is probably reversing to the upside, and this is where you can catch major profits and be in trades for days, even weeks, by simply catching them at key levels. Now, like I say, you have to have a heart of a lion to be able to stay in trades very long. As far as our understanding of the market, anything goes. So that means price can reverse at any point in time. But this is still great. This is still a gray area. So I'm very curious tomorrow for AMR, what price is going to do. Either it's going to break out to the downside, but if it doesn't, and it gives us a slight push, listen, y'all, I don't care if it don't matter. If it gives us a push where I get to defend this trade some more, and I get to like have a high possibility that I can take profits off the table, and guess what? It's a no-brainer. That's what we're doing. So yeah. So that's it. So we've been seeing a few examples of literally gold zone strategies in the stock market world for swing trading. Again, here, price, respect, price, respect, price, respect. Guess what? Our next gold zone, price breaks out. We're going to look for the retest here. If price comes down here, we're going to look for a retest for a long position. At first, let me slide this up. At first, this was a nice, strong resistance level, but when it broke out, it became our new support level. And that's as simple as really as simple as that. It became our new support level. This is our new floor. If price pushes up, well, guess what? Again, it don't matter how much it pushes up, y'all. Whenever we're trading like this, especially if we're trading options, which I still, as far as the ins and outs, right? The ins and outs of options, I myself have to learn because I know it's not the same thing at like we've been trading indices, futures. So, but if it makes us money, right? Then y'all, that's what like that's what we can do. You know what I'm saying? So SPX or not SPX, SPY, I have not did an analysis on that yet. I probably will here soon, but that is that's pretty much it on the stock market. But I really want you guys just to see like just the power of just trading at key levels. It's nothing that we're doing special. It's just trading at key levels where price is respecting and not trying to do any extra stuff or, just make trading more difficult than it has to be. Just trade where the market is saying, hey, uh, I like this area. This area is a magnet for me. And we just trade there. Am I making sense, everybody? Is I making sense? And if I'm going too fast, let me know.
No, you're making sense.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. So let's go over to now what we trade in the morning. Let's go and look at that. Hope, you were not here on was it Wednesday or Tuesday? I think it was Wednesday. It was Wednesday because it was the last day we traded.
Yeah, you guys finished really early.
Yeah, we finished really early. Bro, it has been so slow for us. Like in the past week, market has just been moving like a snail. But we actually caught this right here, and I'm just going to give you a whole breakdown on what happened on this particular day. It's funny because a few of the members actually came into the and this is another reason we actually ended a little earlier, Hope, because a few of the members came into the live and they had already made money, like plenty of money. I know Kayla, she made um like $500. She had already
Mhm.
seen the market in the morning. Mr. John did well as well. And so they just doing really well. I was so happy. So I was just and I told them, hey, if you already took a trade and you already won your trade for the day, we're not gonna like you don't need to look for another entry. I'm still gonna, give out the signal, but you don't have to look for another. Go home with your profits and just we'll talk again on Friday. So but this was it right here. So at this particular time, I'm going to delete all this. At this particular time, it is 6:15. We are not even looking at that yet. Now it is 6:45 at this time. So we are really trying to, starting to get into analysis. Now, first thing I am seeing is this right here. Price and this key level here. Boom. Also at this top, price. Boom. So these is what I am seeing. This is our channel right now. This is what price is respecting right now. Price is respecting these key levels right here. So now you guys, we just went over the final defense line. This is where we're seeing that right here. So the final defense was right down here. Now, as you can see, y'all, price did not come all the way. I'm going to get the drawing tool out. Price does not come all the way to our gold zone level, but it's 6:45, so we're not even in the markets yet anyway. But whenever we were looking at the analysis, we see that price didn't come all the way to this gold zone here, right? So what we're looking for is what we just went over is price broke out of this key level here. So what we're going to look for is our new gold zone to be right somewhere over here. Because price broke out, we're going to look for a retest. Now, it also helps. Now, let me delete this stuff. It also helps that we are in a downtrend right now. So as you can see, we're in this major downtrend right now. So we know that, okay, if price momentum wants to continue to push to the downside, well, it's not unlikely simply because we're already in a downtrend. So this breakout, this is going to be a great opportunity for a retest if we're going to stay in this downwards trend right now, right? So that was just an extra confirmation that we probably could be looking for this market to continuously to go down on the downturn. But I want to be clear. That does not cause us to be biased on these trades. Even though we may be in a downtrend, uptrend, that does not mean that we're going to just look for positions that are correlated on whatever structure the market is. No, as day traders, all we're focusing on is looking for a good setup for that particular day, for that particular moment, and going out and enjoying our day, right? So, boom, this was it right here. This retest was our entry. Now, the time is 6:45, but it's this candle here, right here. Boom. So whenever this one started, like soon as 7 o'clock hit, signal was made, and this is NAS. So boom, and that was it right there. That was it right there, Hope. And then price continued to push down, broke out of that downside, and that was a 4-1. But of course, you could have exit some here because this was a major go zone. This still would have been a 2-1, but you could have exit some here, and then that breakout would have just been, extra money. But it was like just trading at the key levels. So if y'all have any questions, let me know. This is your great time to ask them. Like, it's just as far as about the strategy and just everything. If you have any kind of questions, and I need to check the YouTube. Yo, what's going on, Uncommon? Bro, I am sorry. I am just looking at my YouTube, bro. And Deshaun, what's going on, bro? I trade on the 15-minute time frame. And Uncommon, I'm thinking that you were asking about the indicator that was um I really don't know. I think it had to be the indicator about the positions. So the lot size. So that is called the positions lot size calculator by Vuetra Trading. That's VUETRATRADING. So Vuetra Trading. But it is called the position lot size calculator, bro. Now, Hope, Miss Angela, do y'all have any questions?
No, sometimes, like, um, when you do the go zones,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's gonna go to the line and go back up.
Yeah.
So you're just waiting for it to break below before you take the short.
Okay.
Because
Hold
sometimes I feel like,
on. Mm-hmm.
when you draw those two lines, like it's consolidating.
Are you talking about like right
So,
here
yeah, like to the left,
to the left? Right here?
between your two lines.
Hold on.
So I don't know why in my mind I was thinking when it hit that third circle in the bottom that we may go back up because that's what it did to the left. It went back up.
Wait
You
a
see
minute.
that third go
This this
zone?
this
Yeah,
goes on right here?
like yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now what now okay, so you were looking for okay, when are you saying whenever I'm gonna rewind it. It might be a little bit easier so we can actually do like a live one. Okay.
Because
So
I was thinking it's
mhm,
gonna go back up
right on
and
this one
stay
right here.
within, yeah, stay
Gotcha.
within the lines.
Yes. So that is so the first, so okay, so you know that we don't start trading till 7 o'clock, right?
Hmm.
So that is another reason why just having like a really specific plan helps you. Because if this would have been at 7 o'clock, Hope, well then
Hmm.
I would have took this trade for a long position, right? I would have called this trade for a long position. Now let's I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna so you guys know where the go zones are. I'm just going to delete them just so I can like make this line more cleaner. So we're going to put it here. We're going to put it here just because this green candle started here. Now, sometimes I will put it there or I will put it there. But on this instance, we're just gonna lay it here. Okay. Now, that is Hope. That's a really good question because that is what we do. So like our first initial thought is for it to bounce to the upside because it hit a gold zone. That's the
Yeah.
first start. So I would have actually took this trade. If it was not at 7 o'clock, I would have took this trade. I would have took this trade just like this. Long position. Now we got to close. So as you can see, whenever it closed though, it gave us this space right here. It gave us this room right here. So we're at this point, we're just going to slide this up because it closed above. So we know that, okay, if price was to come back past here, we're probably going to lose this trade. So, but if price stays in this area here, a lot of times it'll also give us a push back up to the upside. So we're just going to slide this up. We're going to start protecting this trade heavily. Now let's fast forward. Boom. It breaks out, give us a crazy push. But before it gave us that crazy push, all right, I'm gonna just go back to it. Boom. Before it gave us that crazy push, do you see this wick here? This red wick right here?
Let me make this bigger here. Hold on. Yes. Oh, are you frozen?
This candle. Oh,
Yes. Can you hear me?
I'm sorry, Hope. It just said I just got a notification on my computer that like my internet got interrupted. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna delete this. So you do see that little wick, right? Well, that little wick at first was green. So let's that little wick at first was green. So that would have been another indicator. Okay, we can really start protecting this trade because we're gonna start looking for price to continue to push to the upside, but it went against us. Now, that happens, Hope. Like whenever you're thinking like, okay, your mind would be for it to push back up. That's my mind too. Like that's the whole reason we trade at these gold zones is because we want to see price come here and give us a bounce, a trampoline bounce. But sometimes it will not give us a major trampoline bounce, or sometimes it might not give us no trampoline bounce. It might just break through. But if it breaks through, that gold zone line does not change. That's whenever we enter the Pac-Man's mouth. So let's let's find a new trade where I can actually show you what happens whenever price breaks out. But price it is common. It is common for price to break out um in those gold zones, but you just catch them on the reversal. So this is not a good one. So this one actually came down here, gave us a bounce, pushed back up, but then it bounced to the downside. But we can still use this one, Hope. It's not a perfect one, but we can still use this one. So at this point, this is our goal zone right here. This is our only thing that we have right here. Now, I have to go into a teaching where I really can show you guys why this will also be a gold zone because the initial thought would be probably doing this or also doing this. Like that's the initial thought. But I got to show you guys. I'm going to go into uh, I'm going to create something where I can go into a like really a deep dive into being able to see gold zones, but some gold zones are might take a little more um, understanding structure of the market than other gold zones. So I know for many of us right now, this would be a gold zone. We will probably place a circle here. We'll do this, and then we'll create this here, right? But this does not give us enough to say that this is a gold zone. This is not enough. This bounce is just not respectable enough. And it's too much shifting here. So we was on the uptrend here, price kind of consolidated here, price broke out here, right? So the next thing to do is fix your eyes to see the market in a upwards trend right now, right? So let me click over here to this drawing. If I can, okay. So fix your eyes to focus on just this right here. Now I'm going to explain it. So price comes up. Now we have consolidation here. So at one point, this was actually a gold zone here. This was a gold zone. And this right here, all this was a gold zone at one point. Oh, all this was a gold zone at one point. Price respecting this key level here. And is he really giving us bounces here? So it's not major bounces, but this is still a gold zone. It's not a fluid or a big gold zone, but it's still a gold zone. Now, price breaks out of this key level here. Well, guess what? This is at one point this was the resistance level. When it broke out of the resistance level, it became a support level. So this goes on does not change. This goes on at this bottom, this trend line, we don't need it anymore. All our focus is on just this right here. So we create something like this. We just need one. And we're going to look for a price to come here, retest here, and give us a push up to the upside. Now I'm going to show you what happens. Now we are going to see price come here and push up to the upside, but I want you to show what happens when price does break through, but how this line is still going to be very important. So, because there are going to be times whenever the gold zone does just get like it gets broken, but that's whenever we have to um remember that that line is still a respectable line, but also whenever we see that Pac-Man mouth. Is that making sense, Hope? We're still about to go over it. We got to go over it right now.
Okay.
All right, boom. So boom, price push down. Great. That's a great entry for us right there, Hope. We're going for the long position here. Beautiful. Price is bouncing around, but we should have been closed this trade. We're making money in this trade. We're doing fine. Now, price did break out. All right. And price did not come back yet. Now, this is later on. We wouldn't be trading at this time. And I'm going to delete this circle over here. But we would not be trading it here yet. But let's just imagine that this did not respect. Let's say that this line right here, none of this, let's say that none of this respected. And it was just one candle that when we got up in the morning and traded and we tried to get in for a long position here, let's say that it didn't give us this bounce, it just flew through. Boom, it just blew through. Well, guess what? At that point, we're just going to flip the positions. So sometimes it's not a matter of, okay, that was a bad trade because that's a great trade. Whether we won it or lost, that's a really good trade because that's a place where price respects. It's just there's a lot of momentum in the market to break the trend out. And that's another reason we start trading at 7 a.m. because a lot of support zones and resistance zones are being respected. So we're able to catch a lot of these gold zones. Even at 9:30, a lot of times at 9:30, if price like this one is at 9:30, price respects it, gave us a crazy bounce. But now, as you see, price came back up. Now, this is in a lot slower version. We wouldn't be trading at this time, but this can still happen at a fast rate. So once price traded broke out of here, Hope, we're not going to trade none of this, Hope. We're literally just going to wait until price come and touch here again. And our gold zone will still be right over here. Now we still got this major wick here, but that was just that was I think that's when market just opened and just gave us a major wick, but price is still respecting this key level here. That's why we got this huge push back down to the downside. So even if price breaks out, so like by you saying, hey, my mind thinks that it's going to like bounce at the area and then, reverse and keep going, like it's just going to bounce and give us a reversal. That is great, Hope. That means that that is great. Now I want you to start thinking about, okay, what happens if it breaks out? What's the next position that we're going to take? That's why I'm so like, yo, let's really focus in on the Pac-Man's mouth because it's going to be so many scenarios that look just like that. So even when I come back over here and I'm just going back over here just because this is the last one that I've seen, instead of me trying to go and spend a lot of time looking for a recent Pac-Man's mouth on what we trade, I can just go over here and just look at the stock market because one of them has the perfect setup of the gold zone. Okay, so this is a perfect example for you. So boom, let's rewind it. Now, your initial thought, I'm assuming, goes on here, boom, goes on here, boom, goes on here. Hope, is your initial thought is, okay, we're going to get a bounce. Now, this is just me asking you a question. Is your initial thought is we're going to get a bounce here for a long position? Would that be the first thing you would think?
Yeah, my first thought would be that you're going to go long.
Yes, hope. Perfect. That's my first thought too. Like there, that's my first thought is okay, y'all, we're gonna look to go long. All right. Now, let's just see what happens. Okay, so price does this. It gives us a slight breakout, but we will still be chilling in this trade. So let's just imagine that our stop loss for this moment is, let's just say $8. Boom, this is our stop loss. So we're chilling in this trade right now. Okay, now it did come down, but before it came down, these wick matters to us a lot, especially as a day trader, and especially trading the way that we're trading. So before it came down here and closed us out, it first came up here. So do you see this wick right here? Uh, I'll circle it.
Yes.
Okay, so we see that. That is a green. That is first, before this shut us out, this was green. This was starting to push up to the upside, but there wasn't enough momentum to push it out to the upside. So let's clear this. But whenever we started seeing it turn green, oh, that's whenever we can start defending our trade. Because we have to remember that if price does break to the downside, oh, we're going to lose this trade. So again, as I always say, let's start protecting it. So this right here, this is a key example. Key example. I'm so excited that this one's right here in our face because this one is giving us so much right now. All right, price broke down. Price came back up. We lost this trade on this candle here. On this candle here, we lost the trade, hope. But this next candle, it came, but it broke. So this is a clear breakout. We lost the trade, and this is a clear breakout. So whenever it closed, in our heads, we're like, okay, the first initial gold zone, for us to go for a long position, it broke, it lost. Now, what our second thought has to be, Hope, is okay, let's just flip positions. So as soon as a candle comes up and comes back to our gold zone, we're just going to flip positions and we're going to go short. Oh, I had one of the biggest trades that I fumbled the bag on because I didn't like I was just getting to a new broker and I didn't understand the broker. So I took the trade and I accidentally closed the whole trade, but it was a huge trade simply doing the same. This is like the same exact setup, but of course it was on like US 30. Whenever we seen this break, Hope, price came back up on this candle here. I'm going to circle just so we can make sure we're on the same page. This candle here came up and retested back at our gold zone level. Well, because we know that we lost the first one and it came back to respect this area here, well, guess what? We're just going to short this to the downside. Only at our gold zone, though. We're not going to try to get in down here. We're not going to just catch this breakout to the downside. Like, even if let's say that you would have caught this breakout to the downside right here, well, your stop loss would have had to be up here in order for you to, win this trade. If you would have said, hey, I'm about to start protecting this trade, well, guess what? You'd have got stumped out. That's why I stress to you guys so much. Listen, trade at the key level. Be patient, be patient, be patient, be patient. You're going to be so happy if you're patient. Because once we seen it bounce and once we seen this candle start to come down here, we can finally start saying, hey, let's protect our trade. Like, let's just start defending. When I say defending, I'm not saying, hey, bring your stop loss all the way down to down here, unless that's just something you want to do. But you give it breathing room at the same time you're able to play defense. Now, you could have caught that. Boom, now it's pushing to the downside, pushing to the downside, pushing to the downside. Great, great, great. So, Hope, does me explaining this key level right around here, just explaining this, explaining going long, losing, and then catching a reversal at the same go zone to the downside. Did that make sense?
Yes.
Perfect. So, Hope. Now I hear you telling me yes, but you're not telling me no story. Is it really helpful? Because if it's not helpful, then I mean I have to just do better at explaining it. But if you're really understanding it, then then great. Then we're gonna just move on to the next part. But are you getting me though, Hope?
Yeah, I have to like see it, like I mean,
Yeah,
like actually do it
yeah.
to, but I'm following you. Keep going.
Okay, for sure, for sure, for sure. All right. So the next thing that we're going to see, let me. The next thing that we're going to see is this down here. So we would have caught this, Hope. and we're coming back to the Pac-Man's mouth. This whole setup is the Pac-Man's mouth right here. Boom. Why? Because this is the foundation. Without this, we don't have this uptrend. We don't have this gold zone line. This is the floor. This is the foundation. This is our safety net. So anytime you see this safety net, you see this pattern, guess what? You're just going to get a rectangle line. You're just going to bring it straight across, right? Because we know if price breaks this, this is our final defense line. This is our this is our key level. So we have two key levels. We have this key level here, and we also have this key level here. Um, Uncommon, yes, bro. So the workbook is for everyone, bro. All you have to do is go to the website. It's in the link under this live, and bro, you can just download it to your computer. So this Pac-Man's mouth this is where a lot of great things can happen for us. All right. Matter of fact, there is one trade that I do want to go over with you, Hope, Nasdaq on a particular day. This was like last week too. Similar thing, but it's to the downside. Even like right now, we're talking about the Pac-Man's mouth to the upside, but we're gonna go over in the downside. So a Pac-Man's mouth right here. Now I'm going to delete all this drawing. This is our next goal zone right here, Hope. Because price came down, gave us a bounce. This is our final defense. So this is a great entry as well. Whenever price came down here, we were supposed to catch this trade right down here at this bottom level and then as we see price, if we would have caught it down here at this bottom level down here, once we seen this wick start to slide up and it closed up there, oh my gosh, that's an indicator right there for us, Hope. We're going to slide this up. We're going to start protecting our trade. Now, again, this is stock, so we don't know yet. So we don't know if price is going to break out to the downside tomorrow or if it's going to be a huge gap to the downside. We don't know yet. Like stocks are just different. So, but the whole setup is everything is the same. Now, again, at this point, we start protecting the trade. This could be a huge trade, though, Hope. This could be a bounce here, and price could push up. Now, if we see price come down here and we caught this trade and it begins to push up way back up here, well, this could be an indicator that price wants to break out of this gold zone here because it already hit this safety net. So now this gold zone at this point doesn't mean anything to me because we're at this final defense line and we already got a retest on it. At this point, this is our new focus. Is either price pushing up here or price pushing down to the downside. If price push down to the downside, then I probably wouldn't mess with it too much. Maybe I will wait to see if it's going to break out and then give us a retest here. But I don't know because I don't know. I will just focus on going long here and taking advantage of the market here, having a tight stop loss because again, momentum is pushing to the downside. So if momentum is pushing to the downside, we cannot be surprised if price does continue to push to the downside. But you can still make money on those quick moves. Like let's just say that we were doing an option trade on this particular trade and we caught it down here, and just that one candle close, that is that's about $2. Oh, actually, yeah, that's about well $1.90, $1.80, somewhere around that range. But that is a good, hey, I'm just gonna close this trade for the day if we're doing the options and we're just gonna look for a new setup. So
That would be a good call for QQQ.
yeah, you want me to go over QQQ? Let's see.
No, I'm just like, because you mentioned options, so that would
Yeah.
be good.
Yes,
A
that would be a
good
good, yes, that would be yes.
call.
That's it right there. So that would be a great call for uh a QQQ. Now again, we don't know how long we will hold it for. It could just be, maybe a few dollars, or it could be a lot of like $5, $10. Um, but as long as we're defending the trade and we're cutting our losses very heavily, then like we're fine. Like our accounts are fine. We're doing fine. But it's funny that you said QQ. I've been looking at QQQ as well. I actually have actually this right here actually for QQQ. So price, respect this level here. Respect, respect, respect. Price came down here. It kind of gave us a slight breakout. Then it pushed back up, broke out again, came back, respect this gold zone again, and pushed back down. So if you would have caught this right here, this would have been a very difficult trade to win. Also on this one right here, because it looks like it's looking like it's starting to create something like this. Something like a channel kind of like that. So we'll see. We'll see. But I am thinking about really considering getting into some options for some swing trades. And really just do what we do every morning and but on a bigger scale, on a daily time frame, and just do it in the stock market world. To let me see, what day was it? What day was it? I'm thinking that was it this day old? This I think this was the day that I like beat myself up because this was the day that I was not feeling well and absolutely missed a huge one because let me see something. Sure. Yes, ho. So it was just recently when this is the day I was not feeling well, and this is the same thing. This is a Pac-Man's mouth to the T, um, but I completely missed it on this particular day. And I was so upset with myself later on that day. I could not believe I missed it. I could not believe I missed it.
Yeah, I think was there news or something that day?
I don't know, Hope, but the setup was so beautiful. But I completely hope that day I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I was not on here to really like get a. I'm going to explain it to you, but I'm going to explain it to you. All right. Hope I'm about to check out these comments really quick. Give me 1 second. And everyone, look, I
Okay.
promise you, I have not been ignoring you guys in the comment section. I just been like really locked in into this right here. So I'm so sorry, but I am about to answer your questions really fast. Um, on comment, absolutely, bro. Most you made in a day. Uh, most I made in a day. Maybe like $3,000, bro. But this was on a prop firm though. This was on a prop firm. This was on a 100K prop firm. It was like $3,000. But I was risking, bro. I was risking like maybe like $500 on this particular day. So you got to have a heart of a lion to really stay in trades for a long time, bro. And I am still in building my heart to stay in trades for a very long time. I'm actually going to start. I'm actually going to start having two accounts, literally trading two accounts on one particular trade. So let's say that I'm trading Nasdaq today, where I'm going to have an account for long-term trades, so that I'm going to be looking to hold longer on that particular account, and then have an account where I take that exact same trade, but I might look to close at like a 2 to 1 or just something like more of a surefire, right? But then I'm gonna have one like again, I'm gonna have that account where it's I'm looking for to hold a lot longer so I can build my heart up to be able to stay in these trades a lot longer. Because sometimes I do close trades a lot sooner than I should. It's funny because that trade that was the biggest trade on my prop firm, that now this is a while ago. This is probably like a few years back. But like 2 or 3 days later, I absolutely blew my prop firm. Like I absolutely blew my prop firm because I didn't know the rule of the prop firm at that time, and my account was good. My account was healthy, but I didn't know a rule, or I just didn't pay attention to the rule. I put it that way. I didn't pay attention to the rule and lost my first prop firm because of me not paying attention. So if you are out there, you're a prop firm trader, be careful, stay disciplined. Uncommon, man, I'm glad you like the book, bro. All right. So let's get into this thing, Hope. First thing I called on this particular day, this was the 7th, is I called this right here. I said, okay, this is our goal zone right here. Because I seen this. But I was really half stepping this particular day. I was like on the couch, feeling so terrible. I popped open my phone. I was like, okay, y'all, this is the goal zone that I'm seeing. And and then later on, I got my computer out and I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe I just did that. Um, Go zones. This was the first ones that I was seeing was here. Price really respecting. Also, price was up here and it was respecting this key levels here. But then I seen this as well. So I seen this little thing right here too. But I didn't give that too much attention. The reason I didn't give us too much attention is because I seen that we had these down here. So I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to look for price to come down to this key level down here. But as I continue to look at market, it was not coming down. This is 7 o'clock. So yeah, it was not coming down. I'm going to delete this. So when price came here, price came up here. At this moment, it is 7:45. I called this right here. Go zone. Short the market. But before it is green now and it is a clean breakout now. But before that happened, it gave us a nice spike back down. So you should have, or you could have, if anyone was in this trade, I wasn't in this trade, but you could have started protecting this trade. But it was also hard because I couldn't even like we wasn't even talking or anything in that particular day. But we could have started protecting this trade. So now we know that okay, price does decide to break out like it did here, but we only lost a little bit simply because momentum was to the upside. Now, Pac-Man's mouth. That is the next thing that we look at. Hope this is a perfect example. So, like, the question that you asked me, your mind would say, hey, we're going to look for price to reverse to the downside. Well, that is what we would have done. All right. We would have looked for price to come here in this level here and short the market here. Now, price broke out, we lost this trade. But we have to remember our gold zone never changes. The gold zone is still the gold zone. The gold zone still remains the same. It was just a resistance. Now it's our new support. This gold zone over here, I'm going to slide this. We're going to slide this over here because guess what? These two are our gold zones. If price comes, I'm gonna get my drawing tool out. If we start to see price do this, this is our entry for a long position. Period. That's our entry. If price starts to do that, we're looking for this right here. Oh, if price comes there, going long. But guess what? Price never goes there, Hope. And this is where I got so frustrated, is because price never went to that point. But I missed Hope. I don't know how I missed this on this day. Even when I think about it right now, I'm like, bro, what are you doing, bro? Like, this is it. This gave us every indicator. We have the downtrend here. Price, respect, respect, respect. Price even came here to respect. It just didn't respect it enough. But this is still our foundation. This is our beginning. This is what creates, if I can find a drawing tool, this is what creates our Pac-Man mouth that we constantly keep talking about. The Pac-Man mouth. This is what created that. So we know that this is a key level to short the market. That's a key level. We should have been doing this, Hope. Boom. We're going to short this. We're not going to think about it. We're shorting. And as soon as we had this red candle here, even though it turned back green, when it was turned red, guess what? We can start defending. We can might bring it down to 10. Let's just say we bring it down to 10. Or if you want to say halfway, you could be 15. But let's just say we're going to bring it down to 10. Well, we would have got stumped out actually if we had it at 10. So for just this example, let's just move it up to 15. Halfway of 30. But we would have got stumped out though. Because that was a long wick. But oh, look at this right here, Hope. Absolutely crazy day. When I told you guys that this is where whenever you catch the foundation, whenever you catch the safety, that if the price respects the safety over here, these are days where you can catch and make a lot of money by simply trading at the safety net. If you say, "Hey, I'm just going to be a safety net trader," you can do that. I'm just going to try to catch trades, and when I catch a trade, I'm trying to make I'm trying to turn a dollar into $100,000 on one trade. Now I'm being dramatic, so don't really think you know what I'm saying? Everybody that's watching on YouTube, don't really think that you're gonna make $100,000 from the dollar on the trade. But that would have been this is an absolutely insane day by simply trading. That one simple trade. It's a 33 to 1. That means that if you was risking $100, then you could have made $3,300 on this trade if you were to exit. Of course, you would have exit perfect down here, but if you were to exit anywhere in this area here, it don't matter. You'd have made really good money on one trade. So that was the day that frustrated me, Hope, because I looked for I would look for a retest for a pushback up, but I don't know why. When price had already came here, this is our gold zone. This is our next gold zone. It hit our next gold zone. I don't know why I was looking for the retest and just disregarded this up here. So that really bothered me on that particular day. But guys, if you guys don't have, or if you have any more questions, let me know. If you don't have any more questions, let me know.
Yeah, that's a good trade right there.
That's a good trade right there, I hope.
Hmm.
That's a good trade.
I think I made $900 on that day.
Did you?
Yeah,
Oh, great job. Look at you.
yeah.
That's good. That's really good. We're gonna also be trading tomorrow too. I mean, I know it's the last, I mean, I know we didn't trade today because of president, but we're gonna be trading tomorrow. I know
Okay.
last Friday that we missed, it was another booming day. That was amazing that last Friday, but missed it again. Great setup, but missed it. So pray to God, we get something for tomorrow that's really good for us. Miss Angela, are you doing okay? I know this is probably like crazy right now, but I really want to check on you, just making sure that you're okay.
She had to go.
Oh, she left? Okay, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay, okay. But Hope, do you have any more questions tonight?
No, I think my main was I think I had the wrong lot size this morning.
Yeah, yeah.
So tomorrow should be better.
Tomorrow's, yeah.
Yeah, because I'll have the right.
Well, also, but again, Hope, I am about to start going into the future, so I know that's your realm. So
Mm-hmm.
I am about to start going into futures. and then what we're going to do is we're just going to get rid of the Nasdaq. So instead of trading indices, we're just going to trade for Nasdaq. We're going to trade, was it NQ? So
Yes.
NQ and then ES1. We're just going to trade those, and we're going to take away NAS 100 and also SPX 500. And yeah, because I feel like that's what a lot of people, trade. So let's do it. So I'm just gonna have to update everything. Probably not next week, just to give me some time just to make sure I do my due diligence before I just say, hey, I'm about to start calling out some signals. But I just want to, so I'm going to just do a bunch of okay, how about this? Even in our signal room for the whole week, I'm just going to go over still NQ and ES1, and then maybe the following week, that's when everybody's going to be like, okay, we're going to actually take live signals and from these futures.
Sounds good.
Okay. Well, Hope, I will talk to you tomorrow morning. Um, if you want to Zoom tomorrow morning. But
Yes. Yeah.
all right, well, I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. We're about to hop off. Hope, it was amazing.
Same
It's
here.
always great talking to y'all. So again, I am super grateful. I'm thank if there was a word that was bigger than grateful, that's the word I would use. But I am, thank you. Thank you for everything.
Welcome. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, Hope, good night.
Thank you. You have a great night as well.
You too, Hope. All right.
Okay. Good
Bye.
night. Bye.
Hey, y'all. So I know that I probably missed so many of y'all's questions. Uh, I probably missed so many of y'all's questions. I'm looking at y'all on my phone, so the comment section. But let me hold on. Let me switch over from stop sharing the screen. Sure. All right. So uh, I see you have traded. Oh, Miss Denisha, I completely missed. You have traded the prior. Miss Denisha, I am so sorry. I completely missed your question. And yeah, what do you have traded the prior gold zone? Seeing what happened. Miss Denisha, I missed it. I'm sorry, I missed it. I don't even know. I don't even know which one we were discussing at that time. Like which gold zone we were discussing at that moment. Uh, futures is the best. Now, future millionaire, futures is the best. Can you tell me what makes futures so good? So I trade indices. I love indices, but I love it just because that's the thing I've been doing, right? So I don't really don't have I can't honestly give you a valid reason why I love indices. It's just I trade indices. You know what I'm saying? So what is it that you all see is not only good about futures, but maybe you're an options trader, or maybe you're just a traditional investor, or maybe you trade Forex. What is it that you guys like about the thing that you trade, um, and why, like, you just think successful? Why do you think successful? Veronica, you're welcome. I hope I helped you in some shape or fashion. Also, everyone, if you have not uh download the workbook and you say, hey, I want to get serious about trading, I need to have a foundation. I want to start with a nice foundation. I really recommend go and download the workbook. It's in the website. And guys, it helps you to structure your business. So I know for me, whenever I started trading, I was just like, hey, I want to do this thing of trading stocks or whatever. And I just started doing it. I just started just jumping in. But when you really think about it, that makes no sense. When have you ever got on a job and you didn't have any training? They didn't give you no preparation. Maybe they didn't give you no clothes or no, I don't know, attire for you to wear. You just started working. It just doesn't make sense. And trading is the same thing. It doesn't make sense that we can just, hey, just jump into the trading and just start clicking buy and sell button with our money, and we have no foundation. We have no structure. Yes, we can learn and everything like that, but I'm talking about the structure of just your trading business, your whole trading setup. So if you guys want to learn how you can actually have a strong foundation in trading using biblical principles. Now, I'm gonna repeat that. Using biblical principles. So if biblical principles offend you, then you probably don't want to get that workbook. But if biblical principles don't offend you, then that might be a great workbook for you to get, because we're literally going to break down Genesis, and we're structuring our whole trading business in the same systematic way that God actually structured the earth. So it's very fascinating. But yeah. Now, if y'all have any more questions for me, this is probably like the great time to ask before I shut it down tonight. But I don't want y'all to feel like y'all can't ask me no more questions. Y'all can definitely ask me a question if y'all have a question. So look, oh, so no problem. It was the last one you had missed trading. Yep, Mr. Nisha, on that particular day, I was feeling so bad. I was feeling so bad that day. I didn't even really get like a good analysis as I should on that particular day. Yeah, it was just a bad day. Um, but y'all, if y'all have no more questions, I am about to get off this thing for the night and let's go chill out. But all right, good night, y'all.